like to tell Tupac to keep his guards up. We ride with him. And one other thing I'd like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
In September of '96, Vibe magazine released an article titled East vs. West, Biggie and Puff Break Their Silence. Now, coincidentally, Tupac would go on to be murdered about 2 weeks later while driving on the Las Vegas Strip after a Mike Tyson fight. And just 6 months after that, Biggie would suffer the same fate by riding through Los Angeles after a party.
He was once named Rapper of the Year, had hit records, and at the age of 24 had a lot more to give to the music world.
But the notorious B.I.G. was silenced forever, cut down by a shower of bullets. Tonight, Los Angeles police are searching for his killer.
Now, I know the main question that most people have been wondering is, did he do it? Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to be another video about, the 10K bounty that Diddy allegedly put on the Death Row chains, or the $1 million hit that he supposedly put on Suge and Pac.
Well, the story that has circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money.
I heard
to Zip.
Yes.
And Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefe and them.
Yes.
But he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy would be in prison now, money for hire, a murder for hire. So thank God. If this is a true story, I'm not saying yes or no, but if he would have gave them the money, it'd have been a murder for hire and Puffy would be locked up.
But nah, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that. I'm going to take a different angle. Now, this is Neighborhood Hero J Loco Peso, man. Y'all mess with the content, y'all mess with the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel me? And we're going to get right into it. Now, in November of '94, Tupac was shot at Quad Studios in Brooklyn, New York, when going to meet up with a music manager named Jimmy Henchman to record a song for about $7,000. But what Pac did or didn't know was that it was really a setup. Now, rumors have it that, Pac kind of knew he might have been getting lined up, but, he needed the money at the time, so he took his chance. He had his blick on him. He had his guys with him. And, he said, what, fuck it. We gonna go anyway and just see what this about. He ain't ducking no smoke. And, yeah, what happened that day happened that day. Now, Pac was already facing a R-word case from November of '93 with the situation with Haitian Jack. The girl, Ayanna Jackson, supposedly she gave Pac head in the club, and then when he called her back to the hotel, he got some more head. And supposedly his goons forced themselves on her afterwards. So, Pac get hits with an R-word case because, you know how that go. But going back to the Quad shooting, Pac was mad at Biggie because, he was saying like, okay, Biggie, okay, if you didn't do it, you know who did it. Because you saying you the king of New York. You're supposed to know what happened. You're supposed to know what happened in your city. You're supposed to know everything that moves. So if you don't know who did it, like, let me know who did it. And of course, while Pac is sitting in jail for the R-word case, because not too long after he got shot, when he healed up from getting shot, he actually had to go straight to jail because he was sentenced. I think he was sentenced in like January or February of '95. So not too long after the shooting, he actually had to do the time for the R-word case while still trying to figure out what happened behind the shooting.
No fury like a woman's fault.
We found this impromptu press conference.
Why am I the only one in court right now? Why is the cameras all on me?
Not long after his arrest on the charges.
Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here. I'm not saying I'm a thug because I want to rob you and rape people and things. I'm a businessman.
And outside the court as the trial was underway.
I want straight up not guilty.
And finally, the night he was shot in the lobby of Quad Studios on November 30th, 1994, a hotspot for rap artists at the time, that's Sean Diddy Combs outside as police arrived on scene.
He was shot numerous times, at least twice in the head.
And not too long after Pac was shot and after Pac was incarcerated, Biggie decided to drop one of the biggest, diss songs at the time. Even though him and Puff claim it wasn't a diss song, but more than any one thing, more than the 10K bounties, more than $1 million hit, more than anything, I felt like this is what led to the East Coast, West Coast supposedly beef, because, Diddy pushed the buttons on the track titled Who Shot Ya by Big. Now, I wasn't there, but I heard that, Big supposedly recorded this track before Pac got shot. But what you have to think about is the timing. Like, after Pac just got shot and just accused y'all of getting shot, Biggie is thinking like maybe there's not the right time to drop this track because people are gonna misconstrue what this track is about, and as everybody rightfully would, of course. But here goes Diddy, money hungry, greedy, never wasting the opportunity to make a buck. It don't matter who he throwing under the bus or who he has to sacrifice. Here goes Diddy. Nah, Big, that's great promotion. We gonna drop it anyway. That's great promotion. We not talking about him, but, if the people think we talk about him, so be it. It's only gonna blow us up more. And, he pushed the buttons on this track, Who Shot Ya?
Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the opsa. Leap hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga.
Which sent waves through the industry, sent waves through all of America, all through the world. And as we know, evidently, Pac would go on to sign with Death Row in that fall of 95. And that'll start a back and forth. Pac allegedly smashing Biggie's wife, Faith, while she was in LA, to record some music. Pac hopping out on Diddy and Big with Suge in the army fatigues and the burgundy, running down on them, trying to embarrass him in front of the whole world. The shootings and the supposedly shooting at Dog Pound and them when they was in New York. All of these back and forths happened due to that track being put out. Now Pac, he was unsure about who shot him. I don't think he really thought Biggie did it, but he just felt like they were kind of responsible, and he was upset about the situation. But it wasn't until that track dropped, because Pac said it himself. He said people was in jail laughing at me, clowning me, like, yo, they laughing at you. They did it to you.
If you have the love of music that you are, study. Go back and study. Study how Party and Bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of the major New York rappers, or they managers, or they agents, or they somebody was there when I got shot, and nobody could give me no information.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. You see what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue, because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. Donnie Simpson was on TV in front of bars like this going, who am I? Tupac. But I'm wrong. If you're going to act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm going to expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm going to want to crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
So he just got hit up. He just got put in jail for supposedly for R word. So his mind is spinning. He all over the place. At this point, he feeling like, yo, everybody turning their back on me. The kid Haitian Jack, he got a separate case where he didn't have to do no time. And they saying that Jack and the other ones is the ones that actually did it to the girl, but they didn't have to do no time. Pac had to go do some time. He just got hit up. He feeling like everybody backdooring him. His man Stretch, Biggie, Jack, Henchman, Diddy. He felt like everybody backdooring him. He felt like he can't trust nobody. And you know, y'all know how the rest of the story goes, man. Pac would end up getting clapped in September by some dudes who supposedly rode with Bad Boy. And you know, what does Diddy do? Now, after Pac got clapped, Biggie ain't want to go back to LA. You know, he wanted to stay out of LA. He knew it was hot. He knew it was crazy right now. But what does Diddy say? Nah, Big. We gotta go to LA. We gotta show our face. We can't be scared. We gotta show them we out here. And what does Biggie do? He makes a track called Going Back to Cali. And as we all know, when he went back to Cali, he never made it back home, man.
The more money you make, the more problems you get. And jealousy and envy is something that comes with the territory, man. A lot of people, it's just negative energy, like my man Puff say. It just surrounds you. It makes you depressed, you know? So I got to rap about it. And that's one of the bad things about the game is when you get large, even your friends will turn against you, man. So I made a song about it.
But I mean, how real is your threat of like people constantly coming and want to shoot you?
Man, I mean, that's real. I think about that every day. Every day it's real. That's how real it is. I think somebody's trying to kill me. I'll be waking up paranoid. I'll be really scared. I'll just be paro. That's just the way I am. You know. You be seeing me. Scared to death.
Now, I say all this to say that, okay, maybe Diddy did put a 10K bounty on the Death Row Chains when Pac was hopping out with the Blicks and acting all crazy. Maybe he did put $1 million up to whack Pac and Suge. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, you know? But none of that would have happened if he didn't push the buttons on that monumental, great track. Don't get me wrong, by the way. But if he didn't push the buttons on that track, Who Shot You, in 95, right after Pac got hit up, a lot of this could have been avoided, man. Man, the way I see it, between all the shootings with Shine and then the old, you know, the history. If you know Diddy history, you know the story about the kid, the people that got trapped at the bottom, that got trampled at the bottom of that party that one time. The Shine shooting, just plenty of situations throughout the years. You feel me? It seemed like, man, Diddy, it's like, man, dude, Diddy got as much blood on his hands as Pablo Escobar, man. Belair, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all think that the whole East Coast, West Coast joint started because of the Vibe magazine cover? Y'all think it was the Who Shot You track? Or y'all think it was just because Diddy put that bag up on them boys, man? It's a number of things, man. It's a Prince of Diamonds J logo. Until the next one, man.
What happened, Pac and me was like this.
Right.
When the East-West Coast shit started popping off, we both was mindstorming like, yo, we gotta level this shit out.
All right.
Like, boom, 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 boom. We was talking, was like, damn. And it's kind of like we came up with it at the same time. I'm gonna get a West Coast group as Naughty. I'm gonna get an East Coast group.
All right.
So he got the Outlaws, and we got the Road Dogs. And how we got the Road Dogs, we didn't go to Cali looking for Bloods, Crips, or anything. We just wanted a West Coast group. They could have been from the Bay or anything.
Wow.
But the Road Dogs just so happened to be from Inglewood.
Right.
And they was Damus.
You guys get a West Coast group, he gets an East Coast group to offset the East Coast, West Coast thing.
Yeah. It was funny though, because we used to do interviews and shit. They'd be like, what's up with the East Coast, West Coast beef? And we'll look at each other. Pac, fuck you in the West Coast. Fuck you in the East Coast. And laugh like, what fucking beef?
Right. Because the media was hyping that up.
Definitely.
Right. That wasn't really, it was Cruz.
I spoke on it on a panel. We was at Harvard, Ice-T and all of us and everything else. And they was like, what do you think? Like, did rap destroy itself and everything else? I'm like, nah, the media did that.
Right.
The first time I seen a Vibe magazine cover, I seen Puff on it and Big on it. and the caption was East versus West.
This whole East Coast, West Coast rap thing, gangster attitude, gangster mentality, and this whole junior mafia thing, I just think that it's a money-making thing, and I understand and I love hip-hop music, but at the same time, we need to be perpetuating more positive images.
And it's a funny thing, I kind of realized how powerful Tupac and I was. You know what I'm saying? Because we two individual people, we waged a coastal beef. You know what I'm saying? One man against one man made a whole West Coast hate a whole East Coast and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And that really bugged me out. Like, yo, Duke don't like me, so this whole coast don't like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like him, so my whole coast don't like him. It just kind of let me know how much strength I had. So what I'm trying to do now, you know what I'm saying, with his untimely demise or whatever, I gotta be the one to flip it and take my power and flip it like, yo, it gotta be dead, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't do that. You know what I'm saying? He can't be the one to be like, yo, I wanna squash it because he's gone. So I gotta take the weight on both sides. That's why I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? We hitting every club, every radio station, you know. We get our little eye screws and everything, but I just tell them straight up, yo, you know you love me. It's real. Cause I mean, come on, you don't got ready to die? Let's be real. You gotta be real about it.
I got the jump.
You know what
Everybody
I'm
I know
saying?
got the jump.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Just because that man had a beef with me or I had a beef with him, that don't mean you can't like me. Ask me what's going on. Ask me what's going on. And I'm gonna talk to you just like you're a regular person. So I gotta squash it.